Hello. Welcome to my Saturday workshop. Saturdays is where I spend a little time helping people with a solution when it comes to a little income producing activity and a little fun. All right. So thank you for watching this particular segment. We're going to go ahead and get started. The name of today's session, or this particular segment, the session is called $9.99, or we just can call it $9.99. Okay, you got a pen and paper? I hate when people come to meetings and don't have pen and paper. If you come to class, don't have pen and paper, boo, hit the pause, and get you something to write on. It don't have to be anything fancy. Look, this is the back of an envelope. Just get something that you can write on. Writing is powerful. Like when you write, like you're not just writing. Okay, you're not just making scribblies on paper. Your mind is absorbing the conceptual ideas and coming up with ways to make things come to be. So you just can't just sit and look and listen. If we have, like, this is a little training session. Now, if you ain't tripping, you keep it going. But this little training session, so get yourself a little pen. Okay. Some of y'all didn't listen, and y'all just let the video keep playing. But some of y'all did hit the pause button and went and got a pen and paper. And let me tell you, that is key. Being coachable and trainable is key, especially when you're trying to make some money. So kudos to you. And for you, those who did not pause and you just let the video play, I get it. You like, bitch, get to the information. I don't need no pen and paper. Trust me, you do. So just, save this video, send it to yourself, and get a pen and paper later, because it works. It works. The body, the mind, the soul, spirit, the endo, everything inside, like the endocannabinoid system, like everything inside of you, like it really, everything. It's a machine, baby. So oil your machines and get you a little pen and paper. Okay, enough of that. We've been on that too much. I need to move on. Okay, the name of this session again is $9.99, or again, we can call it get your title together. We could call it $9.99. Okay. So why is she talking about $9.99? Like, because I am. Okay. $9.99 is what is a true statement about $9.99? A true statement about $9.99 is it's less than 20. It's less than 20. Now we got the understanding? That is a true fact. No matter what anybody ever tells you, no matter how math changes in the future, $9.99 will always be less than $20. Okay, it will be less than 20. It will be less than $20. Okay. Yeah. Okay. The lesson, $9.99 is less than $20, right? Okay, we got that. Okay, so what can $9.99 do? I'm about to show you, because $9.99 can do a lot in a lot of different situations. But in this particular situation, I'm gonna show you what $9.99 can do for you. Okay. Well, firstly, $9.99 can get you a feel-good product. That's all I'm gonna say. It can get you a feel-good product. A winky winky. This feel-good product is a ooey gooey gummy thing. This product that you would get for $9.99. You chew it. We'll say that. And it's gummy. Let's say that. Okay. It's chewy and it's gummy. And there's this artist that we all know and love. His name is Snoop Dogg. Shh, quiet. Don't be telling everybody. This is between us. Okay? His name is Snoop Dogg. Okay? Look, I'm acting like it's a secret because I know your bitch ass gonna go out and tell somebody what we talking about. So I'm telling you on purpose because I want you to go tell somebody else. So pretending like it's a secret, but it's not. So if you want to go run your mouth and run your yap and share the tea, then share it. but his name is Snoop Dogg. And Snoop Dogg has these things that you put in your mouth and you chew them. You chew them, and they're gummy. They have a gummy consistency, and they you know, thing, and you chew it. Okay, when you chew it up and swallow it down, it will elevate your spirit. It's a feel good gummy. That's what we gonna say. You ain't gonna about to take my video down, bitch. I ain't saying nothing but a word, baby bird. Okay. It's going to elevate your spirits. So number one, for $9.99, which is less than $20, for $9.99, you got something that you could eat and elevate your spirit. Well, then, like, how much of it am I going to eat? I'm only eating it once, like $9.99 and it's done. I only elevated my spirit that one time. No. So these little gummies that we're talking about, you get 5 of them. Are you writing this down? Are you writing down? Are you taking notes of things you want to remember? So we said, not just in case you was just looking at me. I'm giving you an opportunity to make your wrist move. Okay, get them fingers together and make the wrist move. Okay. Okay, so remember, $9.99 is less than $20. We established that. Well, what does $9.99 get us? Well, it can get us a lot of stuff. We know that. But $9.99 can get you this thing that you eat, you consume, okay? You eat it up, okay? And you chew it, like you chew it up, okay? And it's gummy, and you swallow it. When you swallow it, you feel like an elevated feeling. You're feeling kind of good, okay? So then what ends up happening is you're not going to eat it in one time, okay? You're going to get 5, write that down, 5 of the feel-good gummies. That's a code word, okay? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, so you're going to get 5 of those, okay? So, depending on your level of sensitivity and what you're into, like depending on that, you might only want to do like a half of one, okay? You might want to do a half of one. You do a half of one to see how your body adjusts to it. If a half of one is good for you, then you just turn that 5 into 10 gummies. Okay? So you just turn 5 gummies into 10 gummies, okay? Okay, now that means that's 10 different opportunities for you to have like a feel-good, elevated experience. And it's $9.99. for that, okay? Okay, so we established $9.99 is less than $20. For $9.99, you could get 5 gummies, okay? Those 5 gummies, you can actually eat half of them, and now you got 10 gummies, okay? For those 10 gummies, every time you eat one of those gummies, these feel-good gummies, okay? It works with the system and elevates you until whatever elevation is most suitable in that moment. Creativity, relaxation, whatever, inspiration, like whatever the gummy do for you is what the gummy gonna do for you. Okay, it's like you and I is me, and together we do things differently, right? But hope you're taking notes. Okay, so it does not stop there. It does not stop there. So then what happens? What happens? Well, based on how much you enjoy the experience, the elevated experience, what's going to happen if you want, you could do that elevated experience, you know, that 10 times a day, not 10 times a day, bitch, if you're doing it 10 times a day, if you're doing it 10 times a day, bitch, you already a billion millionaire, or, you know, like you got money, like you don't even trip about nothing, like you got cooks and cleaners and people feeding you fucking grapes and shit. Like the rest of us know. The rest of us never. It's not 10 a day. It's not 10 times a day. It's not a day. I'm sorry. Don't write that down. Don't embed that into the spirit. Okay, stop. Don't do it. You do half, okay, over the course of 10 different days, bitch. You ain't even gotta do it back to back. Like, slow down. Slow your tail down. This is like for a Friday after work type of thing. Okay, a Sunday chilling type of thing. Okay, Saturday we about to watch Power type of thing, right? Power Bud Ghost, actually. we some of y'all just not getting it to Power, but we already on Power Bud Ghost. So you know what I'm saying? Or I'm watching The Shy. That was gummy. Watch The Shy. Okay. Some Tubi, whatever you do. But over the course of 10 different days, once. Can't believe I gotta tell you this. But I gotta tell you, because look, there ain't no punk. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so if you like the feeling of that elevation and you decide like you would like to order this, you want to order this once a month, right? When you order it once a month, girl, and buzz, it comes to your house delivered. You didn't have to get in the car, go to where, go get it. You didn't have to do nothing. Just got delivered to your house. Oh, and it's a feel-good gummy. I keep saying that, right? It's a feel-good gummy. Okay. And although I'm saying it's a feel-good gummy, I'm also saying it's 100% legal. And that's a whole nother conversation. Just in case you were asking, for those of you catching the clues, you're like, hey, what the, I know this bitch ain't up here talking about. It's legal. Okay. Whew, my God. Okay. So if you decide to get this once a month, what's going to end up happening is now you have an opportunity to offer not only that, but you actually get an opportunity to offer like hundreds and hundreds of feel-good products. Okay, well, even like hundreds and hundreds of feel-good products. I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds. Listen, one time I used one of their products. Is a chicken batter. The chicken batter, right? And you could they call it chicken batter, but you can actually, it's basically frying batter. You could use it for chicken. You could use it for shrimp. You could use it for fish. Okay, I made some wings with this feel good chicken batter. I was feeling so good. Okay. Why? One time, look, they got this, it's kind of like, you know, when people sprinkle like that seasoning on their fruit, they have some feel good seasoning that you can sprinkle on your fruit. Oh, so good. And I was feeling so super good. Like they have lots of different things and lots of different feel good elevated type products. All right. So if you have a product that you like and you spending $9.99 a month for it, it opens up, like, we'll call it a portal. It opens up this portal that allows you to make money off of elevation. Elevation is helping someone feel good, right? If somebody is feeling depressed, you want to help elevate their mood. If somebody's feeling unfocused, you want to help elevate them to a sense where they can now like focus on what needs to be focusing on, right? If somebody is feeling like kind of like the spirit of laziness or like no willpower to do something, then you can actually help elevate them out of that spirit of laziness. And then now they're like being intentional about getting things done. Like there's this feel good products help people. Okay. They help people. So you have access to hundreds of products that people can buy off of a website, and it will help them in some kind of way. Like in some kind of way, it can help them. But at the end of the day, on the most basic level of need, it will elevate them out of whatever it is that they are going through or experiencing, right? When you're in pain, you want to elevate out of that pain so you don't feel the pain. So what ends up happening is that person can get like a pain balm from your website, and it eliminates the pain. Now that person can get a good sleep. Now that person's mind can stop feeling the anguish of dealing with pain. Like you've elevated them out of that feeling. Okay. So that, again, what can $9.99 get you? $9.99 can get you 5 gummies. And those 5 gummies, when you consume them, you will feel elevated. Now you don't have to do all 5 gummies like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like you don't have to do that. You can cut your gummies in half and have them when you feel like you need to have them throughout the month, right? Now, if you like that feeling of elevation and feeling better in certain areas of your life, then you can actually put this product, this $9.99 product, on an auto ship. When you put this $9.99 product on an auto ship, you get access to over like hundreds upon hundreds of products, right? That people can buy from your site, and then you would make money off of this. Now, like I said, there's batters and there's dessert mixes. There's seltzers and juices and syrups, and there is charts and gummies, seasonings like taco seasonings and steak seasonings. So they have like these different types of like seasonings, and like chocolate covered almonds, and there's a lot of these feel good products. There are teas and coffees and pain bombs. Like there's a lot of different products that people can buy to people can buy these products to feel better. And you, being who you are with your auto ship, right, you're able to make money off of them. So now that we understand that, I hope you got your pens together. On average, if any of you guys have been to if any of you guys have gone like out to your neighborhood like dispensaries just for like regular things that you might need, you're spending anywhere between $35 and $100, depending on what it is you want and how you use it. You're spending anywhere between $35 to $100. Most times you're spending about $100, right? You're spending about $100, okay? Depending on what it is that you're getting, right? Now, when people go to your website, they are spending about $100. They might want this, they might want that, and then that adds up to $100. They might want this, and that adds up to more than $100, right? So they're spending about $100, right? So with that being said, now that you understand that, people are going to your site, and on average, they're spending about $100. Well, on that, for every $100 that's spent on your site, you're making about $15. Okay, you following me? You got your pens? Okay, you write down $15. Okay, boom. All right. Now, if you use something like this, right, and you don't have to use your face if you don't want to, if you're not into videos, if you're not into like anything like that, there's always flyers. You could do faceless flyers. You can partner with podcasters, you could partner with bloggers, you could partner with influencers. Like you can partner with say you partner with a few different people in different areas, right? And plus use the social media, right? Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to promote this solution-based consumable products to people so that they can go to your site. But it's a numbers game. Like if you just showed it to like 50 people and then like 2 people bought and you made like about $30, and then you're like, this is not even like, this not really like, I like the $30, but like I want to make more. Like I want to do this, like I want to make more money, right? So the name of the game is the numbers. Like you need to know your numbers, like, right? So for sake of understanding things, okay, for the sake of understanding things, let's just use let's just do this. Hold on. Take out your pen. Hold on. Take out your pens because I'm about to really hone in on something for you. Okay. We're gonna really hone in, okay? So we're gonna hone in. Okay. We honing in, okay? So we're honing in. All right. So here's the name of the game. If you want to make money from people buying from your online dispensary so that you can make money for all of their purchases, you have to know your numbers. And I'm going to help you with the most important number that you're going to learn, and then you're going to build on this number over time. But I'm going to show you a number that is very obtainable and that can be doable, and how you are going to do it. And then the choice is yours. The choice is yours. But I do hope you are still taking notes. Okay. All right. So for example, let's use, we're using the number of 50. 50 is the number. So write down 50. Okay. 50 is the number. Write down 50. 50 exposures. Okay. 50 exposures is the number. Okay, if you had a flyer or video or like a post or a story or whatever the case may be, or all of them, right? All those different marketing pieces, right? Digital marketing pieces. You want that piece to be seen by at least 50 people. Okay, you want that to be seen by at least 50 people. Okay, and you want it to be seen by at least 50 people a day. Okay, write down 50 people a day, and you want that to happen 30 days a month. Okay, you want that to happen 30 days a month. You want to show 50, you want 50 people to see your content over 30 days in a month. That is 1,500 people who would have seen your, the content, right? So write that down. Over 30 days, 50 people a day over the course of 30 days is 1,500 people. All right, 1,500 people. Now, of those 1,500 people who see your content, you want them to visit some type of like capture page, like some type of place where they can put in the information that they visited, or they can and in that way you have a person that you can market to later, right? On a more like on a different avenue, right? That's like you collected like a lead. But of those 1,500 people, you definitely if you want, you can make it to where they just can buy, right? They don't have to do nothing. They don't have to jump through no hoops, whatever. They're gonna land to your site, and then you're going to they're gonna be able to get products from you, right? Now we said earlier, on average, people are spending about $100, right? So they may spend about $100 with you on average. Okay, for the sake of this example, on average, $100 is spent with you. Okay, so if $100 is spent with you and 1,500 people saw your information, like 1,500 people, like 1,500, they saw the marketing piece. Now, not all 1,500 are going to buy. Wouldn't it be great if they did? But it's not. That's not how numbers work. That's not how life works, right? We don't always get what we want. But the 1,500, if those are 1,500 people, if 5%, write that down. So you write down 1,500 people are going to see it. And if 5% actually buy, that's 75 people of the 1,500. So 1,500 out of 1,500 people who saw your content, maybe 75 of them are going to buy. That's 5%. 5% of 1,500 is 75. So 75 people purchase. Now, did you do a lot? No, you probably made some pre-recorded content, and then you put it out in different areas. So you might put it out on Instagram and Facebook and X or YouTube or Threads or some marketplace, or you might have flyers up at different barbershops and salons, like different QR code flyers that people can like click on. You might have partnered with your neighborhood vendors, or there's different ways, like there's different channels that you're going to make sure your marketing pieces are seen through. And once you place it with all those different channels and you've done like the content of it all, you're not really doing much of anything other than making sure that that content is getting loaded and people are able to see it, right? So with that being said, if 75 people purchase on average $100 from you, okay, and you're making about $15 per $100 spent, right? Then that means that you have made $1,125 by simply creating some content. One day you just made some different content, found creative ways to make content or whatever. You found some content. Again, it could be your face or it could be faceless, but whatever the case may be, your content led your the people that were looking, it led some of those people to your opportunity to purchase your elevated gummies and stuff. It gave them the opportunity to purchase, and then when those that do purchase that money, that your 15 okay, is going to come to you. So what's going to end up happening is now you got $1,125. That was passive income because you may have made all the content. You didn't do that much. You had some content created, and you put the content out in the atmosphere of the internet and in like your real life circles as well. And you did that, and now 75 people purchased from you. Out of those 1,500 people, 75 people purchased from you, okay? And when those 75 people purchase from you, now you have $1,000, $125. Now the average family, $500 extra is wonderful for them. Like, you got to remember and know that 78% of the United States population of people who are working, the 78% of the working population, they are living check to check. The 78% of the population is living check to check. Okay, so if a person is living check to check, what would $1,125 do for them? That's actually, like, for some people, that's like a little bit less than like a check. Like a check they would have to work so many hours for, right? So $1,125 just from let's take it from the beginning. You guys, product for yourself, you spent $9.99. Okay, now when I told you guys earlier, $9.99 is less than $20, is because you're gonna spend less than $20. At the end of the day, it is $9.99, but there might be some whatever tax or even if it's less than $25, you're not spending a lot of money. Okay, you're not spending a lot of money, and you're getting a product. The product is a feel-good gummy, okay, and it's a goodie, okay, and you can enjoy that goodie throughout the month. You can also put that said goodie on an auto ship. When you put that said goodie on an auto ship, and it could be that one for $9.99, and they got other things too though, but I'm just saying, at minimum at $9.99 you get 5 gummies. You could put it on auto ship. When you put it on auto ship, you're able to have a link that people can buy feel-good products from. All right, and now the way you market that link is by you using today's technology and social opportunities to market your marketing material. It could be a digital flyer, a post, a comp. It could be a lot of different things, a video, and you just find different avenues to promote that content. Influencers, your friends, like the least they could, if they're not gonna buy from you, the least they could do is post something for you, right? So podcasters, different people, neighborhood Pueblo stores, whatever. You can try to like create relationships with them where now you have a greater chance of at least 50 people a day seeing this marketing piece. 15 people a day over a course of 30 days. That's 1,500 people that have seen your stuff, okay? So that 1,500 people that see your stuff, 75 of those people more than likely are going to buy from you, and on average, more than likely, you're going to spend $100 with you. So you're going to make $15 times the 75 people, right? So $15 again times the 75 people is $1,125, right? $1,125. And I'm sure there's a lot you can do. You can stack that, you can spend that, you can do whatever you want with that, okay? Now, not only that, but now when you have 75 people who are using the product, there's also like, so that's where the opportunity kind of ends in that box, right? Like in that box is filled up. Now, over time, you can learn how to increase the number of people who actually see your marketing material. And then when you do that 1,125 that you can make a month, you actually can increase that number, okay? But this is the basic skeleton of it all. Once you fill out your skeleton, whatever, and you know how to do it, and you exercise those muscles of that skeleton, you're gonna go ahead and be able to make more than 1,125. Okay. So what ends up happening is that's that box. Now that box is nice and neatly packaged, what ends up happening is those 75 customers that you got that month, or those 75 customers that you're going to get the next month, or those, and as it grows and grows, the more customers you have, now your customers become your audience. Like, you can create this relationship with your customers and your audience. You can even create like private groups with for your customers, right? And people can share their experiences about the different products that they're enjoying and things of that nature. But what ends up happening is those customers who are now your audience, you can explain to them that there is a compensation plan. Now, in the other box, the other box I was telling you about, that box is done. Like, there's no additional money outside of the money you're going to get with outside of the money that you're going to get with your, like, people just buying from your website. Like, that's the money, like, that's it. Okay, and that's not bad money, but that's it. Now, what is happening is, as you're making money, like I said, you make $1,125, right? In a month's time. Okay, so with $1,125 in a month's time, there's a couple of things you can do with it. One of those things is you could take some of that money right there and invest it back into your business, because what ends up happening is you will actually be able to opt into a compensation plan. Okay, so if that $1,125, let's just say you made that over the course of 2 months. It's going good. You made $2,250 marketing these feel good gummies, right? So with that $2,250, let's just say, off the rip, that and a little tax and a little extra whatever, and some this and some that. Let's just say $400. Okay. Let's just say $420, because okay, let's say $420. So you take $420 of that money you earned, right? Because remember, you've earned $2,250 because people have purchased from your site, right? So that $2,250. Now, what you could do is you can invest back into your business, right? Because now you got money coming in with sales, right? That $2,000 or so. But now, what if you could make 10 times that amount, right? That $1,125 that you can get in a month's time. What if you could get 10 times that amount, right? Like, what if you got $10,000 a month? Is it possible? Yes, because now we're talking about this box right here. This box right here, what happens is, if you take the money that you've earned and you invest it back into your business, what will happen is, now you still got money from your sales, but you invest it back into your business. What happens is it unlocks a compensation plan for you. So with that compensation plan being unlocked, anyone within your organization that wants to, like, any of your customers that want to be like on auto ship or whatever, you'll get paid for their sales, like their auto ship sales as well, because they might want to sell as well, so they might want to put themselves on auto ship just so that they can sell. Or those people who are now your customers, like, you have that built-in audience base. Now you can actually educate them on the compensation plan and how the money works with the organization, and you can show them what you did and how you were able to make money, like, online, just creating content, marketing it using the right strategies, and money just coming to you. You can show them how to do that, right? And so they come in, right? And now they want to do that, right? And then later on, you can actually introduce them to the compensation plan. And when they get introduced to the compensation plan, if they decide that they want to take some of their money that they've earned and reinvest it into the compensation plan, this compensation plan, like, opens up in, like, these magical pods. And what I mean by magical pods is, like, the first pod, like, the most you're gonna probably make is like $300, and you're like, boo, I was making like over $1,000 just with people just buying off of my site. You're saying that if I open up this compensation plan, all I'm gonna get initially is about $300? Yeah, $300 on top of, like, your sales, right? So that's don't crap on $300, but yeah, you're gonna get about $300, right? Initially, right? What ends up happening is, when you help a pod of like 12 people learn how to like make money, and like they come in and they see the vision of the compensation plan. So these people are people who bought into the compensation plan. When that happens, and yes, it is. This is a triangle basically that I'm making with my hands. It wasn't subconsciously, but when that happens, like when you open up your little triangle here, what ends up happening is you open up the next level of compensation. So what happens is, where you were able to make $300 here, you're able to make, like, imagine like this is a person here, and this is a person here, and this is a person here, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, you have 3 people, right? So with those 3 people, you earned, when you unlock the compensation plan, you didn't just earn $300, you actually earned $150 for, oh, actually, no, it's not 150, it's 170. You earned $175 for each of those people, right? You earned $175 for each of those people, right? So when that ends up happening, so for each of those people you earned $175 on, what happens is that person, as they work the same strategy of building out a sales organization, and then within that sales organization finding people who want to buy into the compensation plan, as that happens, right, as that happens, that one person, they told 3, and then those 3 took, like, right, every time that happens, the person right here who started down here and worked their way up here, they're gonna get gifted because of the magical compensation plan, right? And the magical compensation plan, for me, what makes it magical is because you start backward, like not backwards, but you start like, you don't try to go to the top first, you work your way up to the top. A lot of the leaders in the industry of this kind of thing, they tell you to like, they want you to come in on the top first. You can't come in on the top first all the time, because you need to learn how to teach your organization. And if you came in from the top and then depend on the other people up here to teach your people, you lose a vital part of this puzzle. Like, you lose a vital piece. Like, it's like it's something missing. You don't want nothing missing. Okay. So what you're going to end up doing, okay, is you've unlocked this magical compensation plan, because you came in and you learned how to use today's digital marketing and automations to have people buy and become your customer. Then now that they become your customer, because of like the different ways that you can communicate and build a relationship with your customers, over time you have like hundreds upon hundreds of customers who are using the product and liking the product, and they can speak and be a product of the product. You can ask those customers, you can ask which one of those customers would like to do what you do. And so they say, oh, I would like to do this, and they're on auto ship and they can do it. Now they're doing it. Now they're making money. And when they start making money, right, when you see them, they've made their first $2,000 or so, then you can come back to that person and be like, hey, how did it feel to make $2,000 or whatever? They're gonna be like, oh yeah, that was really awesome. And you be like, well, would you be open to being able to like make 10 times more than $2,000 like in a month's time? Like, do you think you would be interested in doing something like that? If they say yes, then those people will buy into the compensation plan. They take the money that they've earned, some of it, and they put it back into the business. When they put it back into the business, it opens up the compensation plan for them. When it opens up the compensation plan, they get to unlock different levels of the compensation plan. When they unlock different levels of the compensation plan, they start to earn more money. When they earn the $300 from this pod, and then they end up earning so the first pod, right? The first pod, they made $300 from this one pod, right? But then on this second pod, they made $525. Now, $525 is still less than the money you're making from your sales, right? Okay, but that's neither here nor there. So each of these people in this next magical pod, like when you bring in 3 people, right, they're going to do the same. Every time they bring in somebody like $75 they make $75 every single time. Okay, $75 every single time, right? So if I brought you, okay, let's do this. You got me. So there's me, there's Jane, and there's Jill, right? So that's 3 of us. Okay, there's me, you got me, Jane, and Jill. Okay, so you made your $500 and something. Now I went and got me a Jane, Jill, and a Becky, right? So when I get them, obviously I made my $100, but you're gonna make $75 off of Jill, Jen, and Becky, right? So $75 times 3. Okay. Oops. You're writing that down. $75 times 3 is $225. So, right? Because you brought me in and I went and got 3 people, you made $75 off of those 3 people. So you just made $225. Remember, you brought in me and 2 other people. I went and brought in 3 people, but you brought me and 2 other people. Okay? So when you brought me and 2 other people, based on when I bring my 3, they bring their 3, and they bring their 3, what's happening is you're making $225, right? Times 3, that's $675. If that process keeps doing and growing and building down, everybody that's coming in because everybody that's coming in because of you opening up that magical compensation plan, everybody that's coming in, you're making $75 over and over and over and over again through infinity. What ends up happening is in that pod, when you create and help other people become certain ranks, you get to go and you unlock the next compensation plan. And the next compensation plan, you earn like hundreds of dollars, like another $100, and another. It just goes on and on. Okay. So with that being said, that was what I wanted to talk about, because in that last box right there, that's the compensation box, and that's where the process will lead you to. So one last time, if you haven't been taking notes, but you really want to make sure that you are kind of like understanding this whole little quick workshop, or these different segments of the workshop on Saturdays that I do, I'm just going to go over it one more time, but this time I'm going to be very, very clear and as precise with my language as possible. Okay, so $9.99, right, which we have addressed is less than $20, all right, for $9.99, and I say that because obviously there's going to be shipping and tax, whatever, right? But for $9.99, you can get a product, a consumable product that will elevate you in whatever areas of your life need to be elevated. You can actually enjoy that level of elevation and decide to go on auto ship. When you go on auto ship, now you have a link. On this link, people can visit this link. When they visit the link, they have access to hundreds upon hundreds of cannabinoid legal cannabinoid products. They are legal under the 2018 Farm Bill. All right. So now you have hundreds upon hundreds of products, all different types of products, right? From edibles to pain balms, different types of gummies and tarts and drinks and juices and seltzers and seasonings and all kinds of things, right? You have access to all those types of things. Now, as a digital marketer, you create content to help promote people to your link, all different types of content. You end up taking that content and then you position that content in different channels of the internet, right? So there's social medias and there's podcasts and there's actual people who can post something on your behalf on their page. That's probably the easiest way to get started, but there's different ways that you can position your marketing piece through different channels of the internet. Now, when you position that piece through different channels of the internet, your goal is to make sure that 50 people a day are seeing your content, and that's just the beginning. You will grow from there, but at the beginning, using those different channels and those different marketing pieces through those different channels, you're going to make sure 50 people a day see your stuff. If 50 people a day see your stuff, that would, over the course of 30 days, that means 1,500 people saw your marketing pieces and that were pointing them to where they can buy. When those 1,500 people, if 5% decide that they do want to buy from you, that is 75 people. When 75 people say they want to buy from you, you've made $1,125. You have made yourself an extra check. You have added to the income. You have added to your monthly income. All right, so the 75 customers, and that would be, if 75 customers are spending $15, well, they're not spending $15, you're making $15 off of those 75 customers, then that's $1,125. Again, that is that's like an extra check for you on top of what you're making, doing what the other things that you're doing, but that's an extra $1,125 that could definitely help you, help your family, help others. That's just a nice little money. Now, what ends up happening is when you've learned how to do that and you've done that a couple months in a row, you can actually decide that you can buy into what they have, which is a compensation plan. Now, what you can do with that is, again, you reinvest back into what you've made. Like what you've made, you take some of that and reinvest a little bit back into it. It opens up the compensation plan. When you are connected to the compensation plan, you get to participate in these magical, you get to unlock different levels of this magical compensation plan. And from there, that's when you can take what you were making simply selling, using digital marketing strategies and automation. That 1,125, you can actually 10 times that. Right? You can 10 times that, but you start from back here. You don't have to come in thinking like, oh, I got to buy in, right? Like, some people will tell you that, but there's a huge mistake in that. If you start as an affiliate for, again, as low as $9.99, and use the techniques and strategies that I can teach you by being connected with me, you're going to make some really good money, and then we'll show you how to take that money and then 10 times that money. Okay, so okay, enough of that. So today's class was $9.99, or it was also called the $9.99. Okay, it was also called the $9.99. All right. Now, if you like the information that you heard today, what you can do is go visit gummymoney.com. Again, gummymoney.com. When you visit gummymoney.com, what will end up happening is you're going to get an ebook, and the ebook talks about how to use, make money using digital marketing to grow your business. Okay, how to get customers. So eventually you go maybe showing exposure to 50 people a day, but you'll actually be able to make money showing it to way more people a day using digital marketing. And the ebook will help you understand that side of the ebook is going to help you with everything you need to know regarding selling these type of elevated gummies, like everything need to know around that. And I think that'll be very helpful for you. So if you want to go ahead and get started, there's a couple of things that you can do. You can just go to gummymoney.com, and I will know that, based off of you following the directions at gummymoney.com, I'll know that you wanted to connect with me, and I'll make sure that you get the ebook that teaches you everything that you need to know regarding how to sell these types of elevated products. Okay, so you will do that. We will do that. And then as you work through there, if you actually want to try some of the product, then do that. You'll find a portal there that'll take you to the product line, and you can pick a product for yourself. Okay, but if you want help setting up an auto ship or something like that, then I can definitely support you with that, and then also support you with ongoing information to help you build and sell and really tap into a magical compensation plan. I call it a magical compensation plan because you got to tap into it, and that's when the magic happens. Okay, and I'll make sure you know how to make money using digital strategies. Thanks for listening. Bye.